Good noontime, everybody. It's LALATE. Well, actually, good morning. It might be noontime on the East Coast, but on the West Coast, it's still morning time. Your $1,400 third stimulus check, wave four, landed to yesterday for some people for available for withdrawal, and today for pending deposit. Finally, we're to the finish line. Yes. That $1,400 third stimulus check if you're on SSI, SSDI, Social Security, or Railroad benefits. Also, if you're a veteran. Also, if you're a Direct Express by Comerica card holder. If you're a big bank by Bank American Chase. The pending deposits started to show up today. The mail checks continue to show up today. And yesterday, other checks, the funds were available. In this recording, we go over the incredible great news as you finally got over the finish line, and away we go. We'll also be answering questions live on air as I jump into the live chat as we go over third stimulus, the other money that's available for you in just the next few days. I want you to get ready to pounce as a purple hawk and get this other money because it's available for you. This is the continuation of Mornings LALATE. Good morning, everybody. What an exciting day. Really, really exciting. The $1,400 third stimulus check finally showed up for either withdrawal or pending deposit for millions and millions of viewers of this channel in the last 24 hours. Congratulations. If you've not subscribed, make sure you subscribe because it's been a long run. It's been a long run, and together as a family, we have done it. But guess what? We got all this other money that's available for us, and I'll be going over it in this video. So guess what? It's just about to hit. If you remember this channel, you got the PDFs. We're going back into those PDFs starting today because there's a lot of other money that's about to go live, and it's first come, first serve. And if you've not hit that like button, like the video. I'll be jumping in the live chat with you in just a second, but let me go over the breaking developing news. The $1,400 third stimulus check has been going out in waves. A wave is each week. And wave 3 and wave 2 had mail checks. Those mail checks are still landing in the mailbox. Some of them are late, some of them are on time. But the direct deposit got all the great news starting yesterday. Wave 4 was sent out by Social Security and Treasury yesterday. And that Wave 4 stimulus check, that $1,400 third stimulus check, hit like a brick yesterday. The banks that released the funds yesterday, you saw live on air with that ticker that went across the bottom of the screen. I can bring it back if you want me to as well. I don't know if I still saved it in this video. But those banks that started to make those deposits available yesterday were absolutely incredible. They were Chime, Cash App, Bank Corp, Green Dot, H&R Block by Green Emerald Card, TurboTax, also NetSpend, and MetaBank. Those were the banks that released the funds early yesterday. And then surprises among them were Brinks Bank, PUVA. Did I have? No. I think it was Kava or Bava. It was a strange bank name I've never heard of before. And in California Bank and Trust, which is a Los Angeles-based bank that a couple of viewers said as well. And then a few credit unions. But this morning, just as I had been telling you for weeks, the excitement hit. I had told you that on Saturday morning, the tool would update itself. This was the video, the image, the graphic you saw from this channel for over the last few weeks. I told you on Friday the stimulus checks would go out. On Saturday, the tool would update itself to show the new deposits for next Wednesday. Well, congratulations, it did. I saw your comments on Early Mornings LA. Thank you for tuning in. Wow. Direct Express by Comerica, pending for April 7th. Bank America Chase, pending for April 7th. The big banks, Citibank, Wells, the smaller banks, pending for April 7th. Congratulations. All types of viewers pending for April 7th. Tax return viewers, people who don't file tax returns, people on benefits, people not on benefits, people on SSI, SSDI, veterans and railroad benefits as well. People the non-filer filing to them, people not. Let's jump in the live chat and see if you got a pending April 7th, say the name of the bank, and 47 right now. Pending with an 47, let me see which bank it is and the 47. For example, Bank America, drop in the comments Bank America 47, and I'll give you a shout out on air as we celebrate together as a family. Let me see who got what and where it landed. Let's see what some of the people have. David, the 7th. Congratulations, David Otel. Very exciting. Let's see who else. Direct Express, Nisi, congratulations. Comerica, says Margaret Chagall. Congratulations, Margaret. Very great news to you and your family. David Otel, pending Direct Express. Lorena McGraw, pending Direct Express. Eric Baker, April 2nd. Jim Downs, Comerica. And there's D. Galen, Comerica, April 7th. Congratulations. Gary Lapointe, April 7th. Congratulations. Jamie and Julie, April 7th for their son. Congratulations. Columbia Bank for Sonia, April 7th. Congratulations. There's ABN for the 7th. Sug Forest for Direct Express. I remember Sug Forest from just a few days ago was asking about Direct Express as well. Congratulations, Sug Forest, 32nd for April 7th. Congratulations. Subra Gunn for April 7th with Whatcom Educational Credit Union. Congratulations. Jeffrey Dotson, April 7th, Direct Express. Eugene pending, April 7th. LCMU, Direct Express. Let's see some more. Columbia Bank, April 7th. For Sonia Lyman, congratulations. PNC for Wendy Nix, April 7th. Congratulations. April 7th for Wendy Nix. Signature Bank of Arkansas, April 7th for Carolyn Flahidi. April 7th, a little bank in East Texas, is Lida. The little bank of East Texas. I try to say it with an accent, but I butcher it. The little bank of East Texas, April 7th. Congratulations. Let's see who else. April 7th for Cindy Martin for Direct Express. Congratulations, Cindy Martin. Funding Solutions, BBVA for April 7th. Congratulations. SO for April 7th for Leanne McCoy. Congratulations. There's Aaron Johnson for Comerica Direct Express, April 7th. Funding Solutions, BBVA for April 7th. Let's see some more of them. Robert Jonas, April 7th, Bank of BFA. Congratulations. There's Vernice. She's Direct Express for next April 7th. Ronald Gilliam, he has a mail of April 2nd. So give a little time. It's coming. Let's see who else we got. We had someone else there. There's Tim Browder, April 7th, Direct Express. Congratulations. Tia 8, April 9th, paper check. Wow. So that is our first wave 4 mail check. That's a big one. That's a big revelation right there. Let me get the graphic on that one. Here is the graphic on that one. So Tia 8 says April 9th mail check. This is the first wave 4 mail check result I have seen. This is huge news. This is referring to a person whose mail check went out on Friday. This is an April 9th mail check. So remember, the mail checks come after the deposit checks that week. This week, the deposit checks are April 7th, and I said the mail checks are the Friday thereafter. There you go. The Friday after April 7th is April 9th. So thank you for that big update, Tia. Let me see who else. B of A for Gail, Bank of America for Gail on April 7th. Congratulations. Is this the third stimulus? It is. This is the third stimulus suit. April 7th for Peter is my first name. Congratulations. Noah Love, just got a notice that's coming in just a few days. Congratulations. Leanne says, I got mine on March 17th. Integrity, April 7th, says Mr. Dale. Congratulations. Will this be how they're going to do waves for future MSCs? No, I mean if they do the MSCs, everyone would get it the same week. I would assume that Treasury would figure out a institution or a department to send out everyone's check together on the same day. So while that's a great question, Gun. So you're seeing all these waves, wave one, wave two. That's not how they would do MSCs because everyone would have to get it every month. They couldn't be late 2 weeks on a check because then you would be into the next month. So they would all have to land the same day, the same week for everyone. Now they could be 1 or 2 days off, but they couldn't be 3 weeks apart like they're doing this time. That wouldn't work. Seth, Direct Express, April 7th. Congratulations. Oh, I just hit myself. There we go. Let's see. Who else? Husband's pending on Direct Express, says Sandra. Congratulations. Johnny H. Got it April 7th, direct deposit for San Diego Credit Union. Congratulations, Johnny H. Let's see what else. Oh my God, I got pending for Direct Express, says Shannon Wilburn. I guess she just found it out just a second ago. I think Shannon just went and checked just a second ago. She didn't see it and now it shows it. Really exciting for Shannon. She's live in the chat and she just went and noticed it and said, oh my God, it's there. Wow, this is big exciting news across the board. Wow, very exciting for her as we start the new day. All right, let me jump into the other details that are unfolding. Now that we see that those checks are landing, this is what you need to know about the checks. First, if you have a pending check for April 7th, you'll have the funds on April 7th. That's sort of obvious. Number two, if you were at one of those smaller banks, which I detailed yesterday, you may have the funds available today, like those Chime, Cash App. They may release the funds to you today. But everyone else, you're going to get the funds released on April 7th. Next, there is always 50% chance that some of you will not be an April 7th mail deposit person. You may be getting in the mail. And then finally, those prior mail people and the new mail people, it's just coming late. All right, let's go to third stimulus and let's go over this big money that's available under third stimulus. It's been a while. It's been about 2 weeks since we've been back onto third stimulus. I want to go over it because the money is about to go live and you don't want to miss it. And some of the money is live and you understand how it works. First, this $10,200 of unemployment is a big issue. Let me explain what I detailed in the video before this and earlier this week, or late part of this week. A new advisory is issued by Treasury at the end of this week, which said the following about the $10,200. Remember, the third stimulus package bill took the $10,200, the first $10,200 you made in 2020, and determined that it would be tax-free. That's provided you made less than $150,000 as an individual last year, and the unemployment does not count towards that amount of $150,000. So this is what IRS said on Thursday, that it will automatically send you a refund check if you've already filed a 2020 tax return and paid taxes on that unemployment. If you've not filed that 2020 tax return, it's asking you not to do it just yet, to watch for its advisory how to fix any prepaid withdrawals of taxes from unemployment before filing that tax return. Basically, some of you may have taken out for taxes each week when you got your unemployment check. This is you. If you did not take out for taxes for your unemployment each week, then it's not, and you have not filed a tax return, you're easy. You can just go ahead and calculate this on your return. So that new advisory about the people who have not filed the return coming in the next few days, remember your return is extended by 1 month to May. COBRA benefits are changed under the third stimulus package. The government will pay all your COBRA benefits from April 1st to September 30th. And then the premiums on those plans will cost no more than 8.5% thereafter. There's a child care credit. Now, this was another one that people asked. If IRS doesn't know about my child, what do I do? That's another advisory that IRS will be issuing the next few days. If you, for example, are on SSI and SSDI, never filed a tax return, had a child in the last year, have not filed a tax return, and don't think the IRS knows about that child, then this is you. This may also be obviously you if you haven't gotten a stimulus check for that child, because the IRS doesn't know that child exists. So IRS is going to give an advisory how to fix the situation. How much money is this? Of course, again, this is $3,600 or $3,000 spread over 12 months starting the month of July. This is if your single individual income is less than $75,000 or married couple less than $150,000. $300 a month starting the month of July or $250 a month starting the month of July. Hazard pay. That is going to be on your 2021 tax return, even though there's now a push to put another round of hazard pay under forced stimulus. This is the earned income tax credit of $1,502 if you're 19 years or older and made less than $25,000. But let's cut to the big money that's about to hit. And yeah, this is the big one. This is the rent assistance. It's $27 billion for rent. Let me go over who qualifies for the rent. It's basically almost everyone that is within the income threshold. Let's go over the language. To receive the financial assistance, the household could not exceed 80% of the average area median income. And at least one of these things must be happening. One household member must be at risk of homelessness, or there's housing instability, or you have to have experienced some type of financial hardship directly or indirectly because of the pandemic. So that's the catch-all, that if you just have indirect impact on your pocketbook because of the pandemic, you can get this rent assistance. Meantime, low-income families that have been unemployed for 3 months or more get first preferential assistance. Let's go to the homeowners assistance on this stimulus package as well. The homeowners get not just only mortgage assistance, again, this is private and public mortgages, but also help with utility bills and housing costs. And there's an additional $100 million for just housing counseling as well. All right, with that, let's cut to the money for the shuttered venue grant, the restaurants, the EIDL, and those and more. But before I get to those, let me go over some other items. The student aid of $1,700, reach out to your financial advisor if you're a college student to ask for that. The student loan debt forgiveness, not law yet, that is going to push to executive order potentially. If you watched the video before this, let me give you the update. The president on Friday did a massive give me. And the give me was finally, he decided to have his Department of Education secretary prepare a legal memo in the next 2 weeks to determine the legal validity of forgiving $50,000 of your student loan debt. This would be, at the moment, it looks like it's both public and private student loan debt of any age and as long as you've had it. That memo will be prepared in the next 2 weeks, and once it's prepared, the president will look at it and make a determination. I think is going to do it. If you're in the live chat right now and you have a question about the student loan debt forgiveness, because I always get a lot of questions about this one, drop in the comments right now. Also, if you have any questions or comments about what I've said so far under the third stimulus items, drop in the comments right now, and I'll get into the comments and answer your questions. Let's see. Gary Lapointe, I'm so happy I'm getting all this stimulus information for all this information you're giving out. Like, you're the best. I appreciate that. There's Charlene. She's April 7th, Wells Fargo. If anyone has any questions about these other stimulus items or about that student loan debt forgiveness, I'll answer those questions as well. So there's Maggie K. I called my state and asked about the mortgage assistance. They gave me some information, but in that information, you have to receive an Act 91, which is a foreclosure notice. So Maggie K makes a great point. This is one of the issues which I talked about in the video before, which is when we're talking about this rent, utilities, and homeowners relief under the third stimulus package. There are national standards in the third stimulus package bill, but then every state, like Maggie's state, can do what they want to do and modify the standards. So every state, and in fact, actually every county, if you're applying at the county level, can be slightly different. My advice to Maggie K and anyone else is if you don't like the standards you hear for that department you reach out to another level of your local government. So if Maggie reached out to her state, I would also, Maggie, reach out to your county and reach out to your city, because sometimes they administer them all separately and they have slight variations on how they do it. Do I need a college education to get debt reliefs? Well, when we're talking about the student loan debt forgiveness, that's for people who have a student loan debt. Gloria Kepler, on the student forgiveness, is that something we would have to apply for? Really great question. Presuming it's not, it's presuming it's going to be automatic. But as always the case with this federal government, they start one way and they go the other direction. You remember, for example, with the rent, Nancy Pelosi wanted the rent to be done by the federal government, and then Biden now has it done by the states. So we have to see. We really don't know for certain just yet. Jerry, self-employed under 7,000, what can you get help with? Okay, so if you were self-employed, if you were essential worker, which I don't know what type of work you did, but if you're essential worker and made less than $25,000 and are 19 years or older, you would qualify for the earned income tax credit under the 2020 return, which is $1,502. So there's Donna Boyd. I have student loans and I'm disabled now. Will they help me? So the concept of the student loan debt forgiveness, thank you for a great question, Donna. The concept of the student loan debt forgiveness is everyone's student loan debt would be forgiven, no matter how old or new it is, no matter who you are, how old you are, young you are, or whether you're disabled or not disabled, up to $50,000. So yes, this is for everyone. Is a student loan forgiveness for the pandemic? It would be a one-time event. So it would be for anyone who has a student loan debt right now, anyone who has it in place at the time at which the bill is passed. My daughter has student loans. How does she get the forgiveness? Email. Well, not bill yet. It is a bill yet. Not law yet. And we don't know how to do it. Ultimately, as you see what I'm doing in this video, is I'm covering actually 4 subjects. We started with the check, the delivery of the check, obviously. That's a gimme. That's an easy one. Then we went to the items that are actually law now. We went over rent, the utilities, the food, the internet. Then I was cutting for just a second to the student loan debt forgiveness, which is not law yet. So to the extent that may have confused people, it's not law yet. It could be law within about 2 weeks from now by executive order. So let me cut to the other items that are law and are about to go live. Next is that EIDL, the shuttered venue grant, the restaurant grant, and the extension of the PPP. First, the PPP grant has now been extended by executive order by the president, signed, I think it was on Thursday. It was late in the week, again, buried in all the other news. So if you need a grant and you think you qualify for the PPP, which is generally for independent contractors or sole practitioners, then reach out to one of those online banks like Fundera Cabbage. If you reached out to one before and it didn't work, reach out to another one. Remember, it's now been extended. It starts as a loan and turns into a grant. And they help you through the entire process. You apply with them, and they tell you what they need and whether you qualify or not. It's very, very easy breezy. Also, that eIdeal grant is supposed to go live. It hasn't gone live yet, so I'm going to watch for it. The loan did get an increase. So if you have an existing eIdeal loan, you can now increase it for the first time in a year. That's at sba.gov. The Shuttered Venue Grant, which has all the wrong words in the title, may apply to you. Go look at it. It's at sba.gov. It's not just for venues, and it's not just for shutters. So again, if you're a Schedule C or sole practitioner or a single operator, you may qualify for it. Go look at the qualifications for it. It's at sba.gov. It's now in preview mode. In just the last few days, you can sign up to get a copy of the application. And finally, the restaurant grant, that's expected to go live any second. And that's a lot of money. Let me go over how much money for these individual things. So if you are a member of this channel, you have the actual bill. All the business items are put in the end of the bill together. They're at the front of the table of contents, business items, and then you just jump to the end. It's only about 8 pages long, the business section. So the restaurant grant would be up to $5 million for location. It covers payroll, principal and interest payments, rent payments, utilities, maintenance, supplies, food and beverage. It's basically everything. Covered supplier interest, operational expenses. I mean, there's just almost nothing that's not covered. It's based upon a very simple calculation. 2020 gross revenue subtracted from 2019 gross revenue. That's the amount they'll give you per location. And then, as you know, the eIdeal grant is $5,000 if there's less than 10 employees and if you could demonstrate a loss of 30 to 50%. If you got an eIdeal grant, can you get one again? Yes. Is SBA complying with the rules about this one? Not yet. So we will see what will happen with this one. Let me jump back into the live chat. If you have any other questions about second stimulus, that was third stimulus, and we saw a little bit about executive order. I'll answer those questions as well. I didn't cover fourth stimulus yet. Diane Balboa, Ella, you freaking rock. I love you. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Everyone's out shopping, says Norman. I hope not. I hope people aren't going out spending that stimulus check the second it comes in. There's Cheryl. Me and my 3 friends have not received our third stimulus checks. I'm with Bank America. He's with Fifth Third here in Illinois. So it may... Ooh, what happened to the screen? There's no image. There's no image on the screen. It may be the result of... There we go. That's strange. It may be the result of the IRS tool not working for you. Some people, the IRS tool may not work. Bank America, you can call them up on the phone and ask them, is there a pending deposit for next Thursday? They could absolutely tell you over the phone. They're very, very helpful. There's another person. Bank America, nothing pending. IRS tool, nothing pending. We have notifications. So if you are a Bank America customer, call them up on the phone and ask them if it's pending for next Wednesday. I had someone from Bank America yesterday who actually got the funds cleared and released to withdraw yesterday. Here's an important message, which I haven't said in this recording, but I did say 1,000 times yesterday, which is 50% of you this coming week will get it in the mail and 50% of you will get by direct deposit. For reasons we never know, that some ultimately their check never lands by direct deposit. Even though they set it up for direct deposit, it comes in the mail. So always watch the mail. One of the things we learned new in either this recording or the recording before this was a viewer said they're an April 9 mail check recipient. We now know the new date for the new wave of stimulus checks coming next week, April 9. Mail is March 26, April 2nd to April 5th, and now April 9. A lot of the checks are just slow in the mail. Thank you for joining me on a Big Mornings LA. I really appreciate all the love and support, the positive vibes, and I'm really excited for you to get all this huge money in the third stimulus package. What's important to understand is this is different than 2020. In 2020, everything had to go by packages. A package is where there's a lot of things in the bill. This time it's going to be different because that this Schumer is head of the Senate and 21 of 50 senators align with Schumer very keenly. So when Schumer wants to do something, he may do it without the president's involvement and just push it out the door. What's going on is there's a series of standalone bills that Schumer is working on. I'll be detailing those over the next few days. Each of them are stimulus type related, like the student loan debt forgiveness. Then we also have these push for executive orders that are happening, also like student loan forgiveness. And then we have the fourth stimulus package, which of course, again, is that massive monolith of a package. You could absolutely see a lot of these smaller bills get to the finish line in just a day or two, far before the package gets to the finish line. So with that, if you've not subscribed, make sure you subscribe. It's birthday month on this channel, as this channel turns 1 year old on April 25th. I want you to be part of this family. If you've not subscribed, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Also, like this video. And if anything specific that's unusual happened to you, you want me to have me see something, send me a DM on Twitter or Facebook or Instagram. And with that, I'll see you at noontime in about 30 minutes from now. And also like this video. It really helps in the rankings. And for the new member who joined in the video before this, which I think her name was Tonya, thank you for becoming a new member. The member link's at the top of the chat and also in the pinned comment. Stay informed, stay focused, keep on smiling, and see you later as LA continues at noontime. Thank you for joining me on Mornings LA.